What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to be going over my Vans sneaker collection, so let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so my Vans sneaker collection. We're going to start with the models that I don't have too many of and that are quite frankly probably the least popular models that you'll see in this. The first one is going to be one of the MTE collection. It's the duck boot version. I wear this a crap load in the winter because I'm from the Midwest. Winters get pretty hard, so I need something like this. It's not exactly rugged enough for the Midwest, I would say. But if you live in a little bit warmer climate, I say this is easy go-to. Just because it doesn't keep your feet too warm. It does to some degree, but my winters are crazy, so that's why I gotta get actual boots. But yeah, this is a really good model. I wear this a crap load and it looks pretty clean, but I can assure you I've cleaned these a bunch of times. Next sneaker is going to be the Vans OG Runner. This is a model very underrated in my opinion. I really like this model a lot. It has the Ultra Cush insole in it as well, so it's pretty comfortable. I personally don't wear this colorway too much, even though I say it's underrated. I don't wear it that much. It's more the colorway that's kind of bothering me. The black stands out way too much for me. I wish it was a little bit more muted. I wish I picked up more colorways when it was back and just coming out. But you could probably find some pretty cheap pairs online on like eBay and stuff like that. I definitely recommend this model if you don't own it already. It's just such a clean sneaker. The Vans era, this is my only pair actually. I'm not a big fan of the Vans era. I wish I owned more pairs. I don't hate it to the point that I only think I should have one pair. And honestly, I don't even really like this colorway too much. It was just kind of an impulse buy in general. But I really wanted some more checkerboard sneakers. You gotta love the checkerboard on Vans in general. It's become kind of a hype commodity now though, so that kind of killed me off on it. It's going overboard now. Every single Vans has some kind of checkerboard play into it. But this was kind of around right when it was starting to pop up. Still think it's a pretty cool sneaker, but it's just not one that I wear that much. There's plenty of other Vans I have here, as you'll see, that just beat it out as the sneaker I want to wear of choice. But I do love the structure of the era, but usually I tend to favor the authentics between the two. And another sad thing about my Vans collection is this is my only pair of Vans skate highs actually. I don't hate this model either. I actually really like the skate high. It's a little weird to wear at some occasions, but I plan on picking up a lot more pairs in the future, mainly just OG colorways. I'm really into the more OG colorways with the skate high. There's a bunch of different variations of this model that I think look really good as well. And yeah, I definitely want to pick up more skate highs. I actually got these at the DQM. And yeah, just as a kind of a souvenir, because I think the DQM is such a cool store in New York for Vans. I got some clothes there as well. Next we're going to be going over my slip-on Vans. I only have 3 pairs, but I'll make them count, and that is the checkerboard. This is a classic. I know you're probably thinking, everybody owns this pair. But this is one of those sneakers that they're just so iconic. That, Chuck Taylor's Air Force Ones, they're just so iconic that even if everybody owns them, you still gotta own a pair. They're just that classic, man. Now these next two are some of my favorite pairs of Vans I actually own. The SpongeBob collab, this is one of the OGLX versions of the slip-on. You can see here, a lot of the Vans Volt have that leather backing, or it's supposed to mimic leather. I don't know if it's really leather, but you got the SpongeBob just on the toe. This is my favorite pair of the SpongeBob collab. There's a lot of cool ones, but I really wanted the one that just like really showed and showcased SpongeBob easily on the shoe, rather than kind of trying to figure out what the SpongeBob collab is. Another one of my favorite sneakers I own, Vans slip-on of the Murakami collab. There was a lot of colorways that came out of this. Murakami actually wears the Vans slip-on a lot, and yeah, he ended up getting to release a bunch of them. I don't know how many in total, but it is a lot. It's like over 5. And yeah, it's so hard to find a pair in good condition, and I was able to find these on Grailed for a pretty steal price, honestly. I believe it was around $150, and I mean, like, some pairs go for a lot of money, some pairs don't go for much, but this is The packaging was crazy to this. I'm just such a huge fan of Murakami. I've gone to some exhibitions of him. I just love his art so much. I really wanted to own a pair of these since I'm just such a fan of Vans too as well. So yeah, the Vans slip-on Murakami. This pair is the pink sole. This is the Skulls, the yellow Skulls colorway. And yeah, I'm loving it. All right, now we're gonna go over my Authentics. I have quite a few more pairs of these. Pretty simple pair, just the red Authentic, just a classic looking colorway. I think the GRs are sometimes the best Vans, honestly. Maybe not in quality, but I just love how there's not much hype around them, and it's just such a simple wear too. Vans Golden Coast, the checkerboard. I got these around when the super, like, there was a huge hype for these. They were hard to find, and one day they restocked them at Vans stores, and I was able to pick them up around then. And I believe they charged $5 more for these. But this is another one that, like the slip-ons that I have of checkerboard, I just wear them a crap load. You can't tell, but there's dirt all over these too. And yeah, I just beat these to death. This is another one that I'll probably just keep buying pairs and replenishing every time that they get totally destroyed. Next, we got a pair I'm actually selling, so if you want to pick it up, I'll leave a link in the description to my Grailed site where you can pick it up. If it's sold on there, it's sold, man. Don't come back. But that's the Vans Authentic Pro, the red checkerboard Supreme. I really like this sneaker, but personally, it's just, I'd rather have the money than this to support my channel and stuff like that. But this was, I remember I was so hyped when I got these. I actually got a bot just to get these because I was so hyped on these. I do really like the touches they did to these. White eyelets, the red laces I thought were a great touch to these. They came with white too, I think. The whole collab was really cool. The skate highs were really sweet too. Getting into a golf wang sneaker here. I know this is the least golf wang of them all, but the Odd Future collab of the Authentic. There was also a skate high of these. I decided to pick up the Authentic. I really was into the Authentics at the time. I really wish I got the skate high too now, but I do really like this one still too. I don't know if I like it more or less, but this is one that I feel like gets way more hate than it deserves. It was just supposed to be a GR pair of like golf wang sneakers or OF sneakers, and that's what I took them for, and I really appreciated that because there's a bunch of fans out there that really wanted golf wang sneakers at the time when all those other Vans were really hard to get, and this was supposed to be like that easy accessible one. And my last Authentic we have here is the Nintendo collab on the Authentic. This was such a crazy sneaker when it came out. People were going pretty crazy for these, I feel like, just because there were so many details. The controllers on the aglets of the laces, then you actually had the game cartridge on the tongue of whatever game it is, this one being the Super Mario one. It says game over on the inside of the tongue. On the bottom it said game over, and this pair in particular actually has the full-on psychedelic looking colors with the star, the different Marios, the Goomba, the mushroom. This was a really cool sneaker, and yeah, I hope that Nintendo does another collab with Vans because I thought these were so great, and I'd love to see what they do the next time around. Alright, so the rest of these sneakers are my favorite model, the Old Skool. I don't know what to say about this sneaker other than it's just such a classic, man. I love it so much, and it just shows how many pairs I have that it never gets old. I just love all the different colors that come out. I don't know how someone can not like this sneaker. This is in no particular order. I'm just gonna start picking some up. I have a ton, so we'll try and go through them all. I forgot the colorway name of this, but it's basically just like a Pacific looking blue. I got this a couple years ago, and yeah, I really like these. I actually got these because back when Tyler the Creator was starting, he was wearing more GR Vans and stuff like that, and one of the pairs he wore was an Old Skool that looked very similar to this pair, and he used to draw on them. It was a little bit lighter blue, but I bought them mainly because of that. I felt like I always thought that model looked so cool, and when they came out again, then I was like, alright, I'm gonna pick these up. The Peanuts collab, I love these. These are easily the best pair of the Peanuts collab. I love what they did with the side stripe. And just, it's awesome, man. How they put good grief on the tongue. This pair says good on it. It was so great. I love Peanuts, actually. It's funny how with Vans, for some reason, they collab with everything I like. Nintendo, Tyler, SpongeBob, and Charlie Brown. And yeah, this was a great one, man. This is so cool. Usually when they change the suede color with this, it doesn't always work out, but this pair just works so well, man. Next is a slightly different model, actually, but it's still an old school. I believe this is the Style 36. This is the Bones, the Blends collab. Yeah, I got these at a sneaker con, actually, for a pretty lofty price, honestly. I don't even remember what it was, but it was up there. It was a couple of years ago, and I just knew this is one of the pinnacle models, or collabs, should I say, of Vans, is the Blends collabs with the Bones, just because the quality is so there. It's such a cool model, too, just changing the side stripe to Bones. I know there's been other versions later on that doesn't focus as much on the Bones, but this is one of my favorite ones. The regular old school model too, not the 36. Those are my two favorite. I think the skate highs are pretty cool too. Just another sweet sneaker. I got two pairs of customs I did. So basically I bought two different pairs over a course of a couple years. I bought two different pairs of all white old schools, and I ended up drawing on them. This one I called Loyalty and Betrayal, where I basically wrote words of loyalty and words of betrayal on the other one. I'm only showing the left shoe, but I ended up putting this blood splatter paint on the toe, which I think turned out really cool. And then on the back, I put some splatter paint as well, you can see. And yeah, I thought this turned out really well because it still keeps the all-white Vans old school theme, but it actually like adds a little bit more character to it. The Shuttleboy is basically with Shuttle on the other one, Boy on the back of this one, and I put the Rocket on the side on both the front and medial side. And yeah, I just basically did the split coloring in yellow and orange, and this is another one I loved. It just kind of annoyed me though that I wasn't able to change the color of the eyelets, obviously because they're metal. Another classic, the Vans old school in the navy colorway. This is another one I wear so much. This is probably one of my most worn sneakers, and it's such a classic colorway, guys. I love this one way more than the black and white old school. And yeah, this is one everybody's got to own if you're into Vans. Next is my Vans Pro, the old school Pro. It has the Ultra Cush. This is what I called the poor man's golf wang Vans. And yeah, it has the white laces. It looks literally just like that. Obviously the quality is not anywhere near that though. They even felt the need to put in the sprinkles for the liner of the Ultra Cush. I thought that was hilarious because, I mean, it's like, how much more can you bite off the whole Odd Future golf wang idea? Now, this is one of my newest pickups, the Vans Old School in the orange, I believe flame orange colorway. Orange is my favorite color, so that's why I had to pick these up. I just love this colorway. These last two are my favorite two Vans I own, for obvious reasons. You guys probably already know what they are if you're an avid watcher of the channel, and that's the Old School Pro, the Cherry Bomb colorway with the checkerboard. This is my first pair of golf wangs, and this is probably my like second or third pair of Vans in general. And yeah, I love these so much. There's so much detail to it, so much color, vibrancy. This is my favorite from that pack. And last but not least by far, the Vans Old School Pro golf wang with the pink sole. I love the pink soles. That's my favorite. This is one of my favorite sneakers ever, and I just love Vans so much. I love old school so much, and I love golf wang so much that this is like the pinnacle for me of everything just colliding together and making like something perfect, in my opinion. So that's gonna conclude this video, guys. Let me know down below, what was your favorite colorway? What was your favorite sneaker you saw from this collection? Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf wang, more sneakers, more Vans, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, and I'm out, guys. Peace.